Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Nick Tan Chats, my magic and mostly mentalism review show. My name is Nick Tan, and on today's episode, I'll be chatting to you guys about Take a Seat by Wayne Dobson and Alan Wong. So hi again guys, and welcome back to the channel, and as always, thanks for tuning in and showing up and spending some time with me today. So it is the fifth day of COVID-19 for me, alright? I'm getting through it. I think I'm feeling much better today. In fact, I don't think I have any symptoms left. Maybe the occasional cough here and there. But overall, I'm feeling much better, and I don't know, the test still came back positive, okay, slightly positive. So I'm going to give it another day before I exit my isolation. So in today's episode, I'll be chatting to you guys about this product called Take a Seat, alright, that was released by Wayne Dobson together with Alan Wong. So this is not a new product, alright, it's not new at all. In fact, I purchased this from Alan Wong, directly from Alan Wong, sometime in November, December of 2019. So obviously at that point in time, I was not doing this YouTube kind of a thing yet, okay, so I had no idea that, I would be reviewing products. I was just, busy kind of working my way through the last few shows of 2019. And then 2020 came along, and I think all of us knew what happened in 2020, okay? So I never really got a chance to, give this particular product a shot, work on it at all, all right? So it's been sitting at home the entire time. And so, I was just looking around this room, all right, my isolation chamber, okay? And just trying to pack up, a couple of old magic props that have been building up over the years, right? And then I found this. Okay, I suddenly remembered that I actually bought this, so I took it out to just fiddle around with it, give it a little play, and then I thought, maybe I'd just do one quick episode for you guys here, seeing as how I have the time today, and I probably will be exiting isolation tomorrow. So what is Take a Seat? Alright, well, Take a Seat is kind of like a combination effect, okay, of two quite popular plots in mentalism, alright, stage mentalism. One is a chair test, okay, a chair prediction, and the other effect is psychometry. So a chair test, if you're not, familiar with it, typically there'll be a couple of chairs on stage, usually 4, but I have seen routines with 3, 5, 6, 7 chairs even. A couple of spectators are invited to come up onto the stage. They make some random decisions, some random choices. They all take a seat in all of the chairs, and then at the end, you will reveal that you kind of knew what would happen right from the start, and that, all the choices, everything that has happened on stage has all been predetermined. Okay, so usually there'll be kind of a prediction on the back of the chairs or under the seats as well. The chair prediction routine or effect is something that I've used quite extensively for many years. Okay, and if you've watched any of my episodes before or any of my performance clips as well, you will see, right, little clips of me doing chair predictions here and there. So I really like the chair prediction plot, and which is why I actually picked this up to begin with, because it dealt with a chair kind of a prediction routine, and so I was kind of interested to have a look at what it was all about. The other effect that forms part of the thing, okay, for Take a Seat is actually psychometry. Okay, so this is, I think it originates with Anneman. Okay, it's about sensing which person has which object. Okay, it's that kind of an effect. And it's Wayne Dobson, right? So he was really one of my idols as well, when I was growing up as a kid, right, learning magic. I used to watch his television specials all the time, A Kind of Magic, I believe, and he really inspired me at that point in time as well to start performing interactive style routines. So that being said, it's a combination of psychometry and a chair prediction. So here's exactly what happens during the performance of Take a Seat. All right. So what happens is you're on stage. All right. You're the performer. You're on stage. You have 4 chairs that are lined up on stage, and you invite 4 spectators to join you on stage as well. You have a black bag. Okay, and inside the black bag you have 4 colored balls. The bag is given a little shake. You invite one spectator to take any ball into their hand without looking at it. Okay, so they keep the balls concealed in their hands. Once they've done that, they're invited to take a seat, okay, in one of the chairs, all right? Hence the title, I suppose, Take a Seat. This is repeated again with the 3 remaining spectators. So each of them chooses a ball sight unseen in their fist, and then they're asked to just take a seat in one of the chairs. So at this point in time, you have 4 spectators in chairs, okay, and each of them has a ball concealed in their fist, and they have no idea what colored ball they have. And from here, what happens is, you go to the first spectator and you kind of hold your hand over their fist, I suppose, and you can kind of sense what colored ball they have. So let's say you say that they have the red ball, they open their hand and it is seen that you are correct. You do this again with the second spectator and you sense that they have a yellow ball, they open their hand and they do have the yellow ball. And for the final two spectators, you do both of them at the same time. Okay, you kind of sense both fists at the same time and you tell one spectator, you have the blue, you have the green, they open their hands and they have the correct colored balls. So you have correctly divined who has which color, right? So at this point in time, you ask all the spectators to stand behind their chairs, the chairs that they are now sat in. When they go to the back of the chairs, first of all, the spectator's face will probably react somewhat because they're going to see something on the back of the seats. So that creates a bit of suspense, and then you invite each of them to turn their chairs around, and the whole audience will see that on the backs of each of the chairs are colored circles that match the ball that they have selected for themselves. So let's talk a little bit about what you get inside this package. Okay, so first of all, the package comes like this, okay, in the classic Alan Wong style. Very nice black silver kind of packaging. And inside the box, you will get a couple of things. First of all, you will get the bag. Okay, you'll get the bag made of like a cloth kind of a material. Okay, you will get the bag. You will also get obviously the link to the instructional PDF, all right, which just runs for about 10-11 pages. You will also get a set of these plastic vinyl labels or like circles, okay, which you can kind of attach to the back of the chairs that you're using. Okay, so you don't have to bring your own chairs, obviously. Wherever you are performing at the venue, just get 4 chairs, stick these onto the backs of the chairs, and you're ready to go. You will also get 4 poker chips, okay, 4 of these poker chips, red, blue, green and yellow. These will be used for the close-up handling of the routine, which I will talk about later on as well. And of course, you will get the 4 balls as well, okay, the 4 colored balls, okay, I hope you can see them. They feel like billiard ball material, I think. They sound like billiard ball material as well. So you'll get 4 of them, 4 different colors, okay, to be used when performing the routine. So to perform the stage routine, all you need are these 4 discs, okay, to bring with you to the venue. Stick these on the backs of any 4 chairs and you can perform the routine already. You will need the bag, obviously, and the 4 balls, which fit into the bag like that. The bag is quite well made, I think, so they won't feel anything. They can put their hand inside, they have a rummage around, and then they'll just remove 1 ball at random like that, okay? And then because of the way the bag works, okay, it will tell you that the spectator has removed the yellow ball, okay? So, yeah. So let's talk a bit about my opinions on the stage routine, okay? So I think it's quite a nice routine, all right? Packs really small, can play really big as well. You really have to be kind of alert, I think, during the course of the routine, okay? Because there's going to be some, juggling, okay, or jazzing, I think the word is, okay? So depending on what happens during the course of the routine, you do need to be able to kind of I think I can say this much, okay? Get the spectators in the chairs in a casual and yet directed way. So I mean, you can kind of like rehearse and practice each of the various scenarios that can come up, but during the course of performance, whatever scenario presents itself or themselves, you really have to be able to, execute the correct sequence of events in a really natural and casual way. The divination part of the routine as well, that is something that you can kind of script and rehearse as well, okay? Because I think you really need to make each of the divinations, okay, of the colors interesting and different from each of the rest, right? Because you don't want to be going like, I'm sensing that you have red, correct? And they show, yeah, red. And the second one you have, I sense you have yellow, correct? And then a yellow. And then the last 2, it's going to be the same all the time. So I think it would be great if you can kind of vary the divinations or how you do it as well, so that it adds some variety and some points of interest during the routine. So I did mention to you that there's a close-up version as well, right? So here's how the close-up version plays. You can perform this for 4 people, or 2 people as well. So let's say we have 4 people, right? So in this case, you would use the same thing, the bag, with the 4 balls. You would have each of them choose 1 ball in their hand, and they don't look at the colored ball that they have, right? So they choose it sight unseen, and they hold out their fist in front of them. And then you go around with the 4 poker chips. Okay, the 4 colored poker chips, and then you just go from hand to hand. You work out what colored ball they have in their hand, and you just place a poker chip on the back of their hand. So at the end, you have 4 people, each of them with a ball in their hand and a poker chip on the back of their hand, like that. So during the reveal, I suppose you could tell them with your free hand, pick up the poker chip, and then slowly turn over and open up your hand, and they will see that they have the correct colored ball with the correct colored chip. Okay, so somehow you've managed to match up the correct colors with the correct colors. Yeah. If you're performing this with just 2 spectators, okay, you can have each of them, all right, reach inside and remove 2 balls, all right, for each hand. Okay, so that's not right. Sorry. Not 2 balls for each hand, but 2 of them remove 1 ball for each of their hands. Yeah. Alright, so they will be standing, alright, both of the spectators will be standing with 2 hands, 2 fists out in front of them, each with 1 ball each. I don't know why I'm messing up the balls and the hands thing. Alright, and from there, you go around and same thing, right? You place the correct poker chip on the back of the fists. Slightly tricky to do this, but so each of the spectators will be like this, okay, with the 2 poker chips on their hands and with 1 ball in their fist. And then from here to do the reveal, obviously they cannot do it themselves, because if they were to open their hands now, they would drop the balls, and if they were to turn over their hands, they would drop the poker chips, right? So you would have to go up to each of them, I suppose. You would pick up the top chip like that, have them turn over and open their hand, and then you can drop the chip in the hand. You can then drop the chip together with the ball that is in their hand. So at the end, you know, it'll be something like this. Okay, so I mean, this part is not taught in the PDF. Okay, I'm just giving you some kind of staging ideas. So really briefly, that is what the close-up version is about. Okay, I think it's quite simple to perform. I think that, again, the only problem is you really do have to have like a really good memory and be alert as to which ball is where, okay, because during the heat of performance you can kind of get lost as to who got which color. Also, the other issue is I don't know about the suitability of, you know, walking around in a close-up environment holding like this. If you don't have an issue with, you know, walking around with this bag, all right, then I think you can perform it, you know, anywhere. My only issue with it is also in a close-up environment. You do have to watch your angles slightly, okay, when working with the bag, all right, but other than that, yeah, I mean, as long as you position, you know, everyone more or less in front of you and you're careful with the ball selection, then you should have no problems. Alright, so that's all I have to say about Take a Seat. It retails at $75 US. Okay, $75 US. So it's slightly pricey, okay, but well, you get a set of props that are ready to go. They are really well made, okay, they will last like, I don't know, forever, alright, if you take care of them. So if you are already a seasoned professional, alright, a seasoned performer, and you're well versed in mentalism techniques, okay, I think you already know how this thing works, okay? You can kind of suss out the workings of the method. And because of that, I think you are probably going to be in a very good position to judge for yourselves if this is something that you can pick up or not, alright? Because I think most of you performers out there will already have this kind of a routine in your show currently. Or if you're quite new to this sort of effect, you know, and you don't have this sort of an effect in your show currently, then yeah, I mean, you could give this a try, okay? Because it does boast like a chair routine kind of an effect along with a psychometry sequence, okay? And again, if you script the color reveals well, okay, I think you can make it into quite an entertaining sequence. Alright, so that's the end of today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I realized that I just pulled out like a 2-year-old item from my bunch of stuff just to chat about, but I thought, you know, I've got some more time today and I would just do another episode for you. If you're new to the channel and if you enjoyed today's video, do please check out the rest of my content, okay? And if you get value from my content, you enjoy this channel, please do subscribe to the channel, alright? Hit the bell notification button as well, like this video as well, do all those things because they really help me continue to try and grow this channel on YouTube. So that's all I have for you today, guys. Thanks again for watching. Till next time, take care, stay safe, have fun with your magic and your mentalism, and I will see you on a future episode of Nique Tan Chats.